Sorry, go ahead.
Kept coming up negative. Now, when he decided to apply God's management or quality management principle in his particular area, in his
Tell
field,
us, what is that God's quality management principle you're talking about he applied?
First and foremost, he was able to bring about vision for his entire team.
And until he set a vision,
Nothing happened.
that's good.
And then he created the enabling environment.
Second, he set up an enable. Give me an example of that.
Some of the enabling environment meant was to make the players realize that they could give much, much more than they were giving at that time.
Excellent point. Who will take it from there? Yes, sir, go ahead.
The coach applied in a circle of influence while everything was okay. I'm taking it from here. And now, the enabling environment, I noticed that he in a circle of influence, he applied the value system of God in a circle of influence. So you see that everywhere he goes, he was just applying the value system of God, using the opportunity to even chip in. He looks out for a little opportunity to just say something about the value system of God, thereby turning things around. Thank you. No.
But at some point, what made him start doing these things that we are talking about? Because he did not, in the beginning of the movie, we didn't see that.
Transformation.
Huh?
Transformation.
What exactly in the movie happened?
He was being condemned.
He was being condemned. What were the things that were said about him?
He was weak. There was no value system in him.
Dead weight.
Yes.
He cannot win. Those negative things didn't take him to depression.
Yes.
Rather, they challenged him. Go ahead.
Then
he confronted the brutal facts. Thank you so much. I don't need to open the slide. Just go ahead.
Head-dog mentality. Now, he was not he was a transformational leader, not a transactional leader.
He moved from transaction
to
transformation. And we started seeing results.
Yeah.
Excellent. What else? We are ending in 15 minutes. With that, there became a
paradigm shift in the belief system of the player.
Who brought about that? The coach. Was he just a coach then? What else? Mentor. He kicked into mentoring. He mixed it. He taught, he coached, he mentored, trained, all of that with the same people. So the question now comes to me and you. Can we do the same? Can you teach, train, mentor, coach to get the same result? Sometimes it is required of us, especially the young ones hanging around us. Go ahead. Who else? Next, somebody else.
He provided for success of the system by helping the students to defeat the fear they had in them. Lack of confidence wasn't there before.
With the same pattern, he encouraged his team. Disciplined thought produced disciplined action. Pastor, facilitators don't.
Just to enhance on this point, I could see the seat point of God's quality management being deployed here, where the coach was developed, empowered, and entrusted responsibility upon, especially the defender, pushing him beyond his limits, and also for David.
That's wonderful. Let's discuss Brock. Let's discuss Brock, because there was something that happened at that scene. First of all, why was Brock blindfolded? Yes, I need that. Yes.
To push Brock to do what Brock did not think he would do. Now, wait a minute. Brock was the main, if I can say, opinion leader. So, if you watched that scene, as Brock was going, initially they were laughing. Then it got to a point, everybody stood up. And then he made Brock do 5 times what he didn't know he could do. He showed him his capacity, enlarged his capacity, and that played out when they won the state championship. Give me 4 more downs.
So this is what we defined in mentorship. We say a mentor is the one that takes you to where you never knew you could get to. So the question is, when we say we are mentoring, is that what we're doing? This is for it to stay in our heart and help us assess and then begin to do better. You know, when he started with that scene, he was standing and saying, give me more, give me more. There became a time that he had to go down with Brock, with the mentee, and was moving on the ground with the mentee. The only difference is he wasn't carrying Jeremy on his shoulder, but he was on the ground with the mentee. I need somebody else that hasn't said a thing.
He didn't mind what was going on in his environment concerning his limitation or challenges. He decided to work for God, and God took care of his situation for him.
Excellent. Excellent. You see what happened with Matt and Dad and the truck and everything. Who can speak to me about the prayer warrior guy? The prayer warrior guy. And I'll get to you. Let me get to people who haven't spoken. Talk to me about the man in the locker room that spoke to Coach Grant.
Okay, so he served as an intercessor for the children. He is the, will I call him the Aaron behind the school? Because without the children knowing, without the coach knowing, without even consulting anyone, he was standing in gap for the children and praying them on, believing God that one day there'll be a turnaround, and that's exactly what happened.
May God send such people around us.
Amen.
On a daily basis. Because sometimes we think we are the ones doing the things. Those ones, we don't see them. They operate in the back. But it's their action that brings the results that we see. We just exercise. They are the ones doing the work on their knees. What else haven't we mentioned so that we go? There's so much to talk about.
There is the power of faith on the coach. When he get to the state coach said, you know you are here to meet the champion. Though if you don't win, we still support you. But he let him know that they were going to win because they were there. So people talk a lot to us, and we used to accept it. But we should not accept any negative things that people spoke into our life.
That's wonderful. That is his own coach. Because the coach was also a player in Georgia Tech. So that was his own coach that spoke to him. I think we will conclude here. There's so much to say. Emmanuel. Yes, there's one area we didn't talk about, family. The role of family in this movie.
One of the parts that got me most is preparing for the rain. The rain will definitely come, but you have to prepare for it. So when it got to that point that they asked him, why are you using David? He said, I'm preparing for the rain. That means he knew God was going to show up. And so he was ready for God.
And describe David's kick. What did it take for that kick?
No, it took his father to show David that there is a possibility. It's impossible for the father couldn't walk, but the father, couldn't stand up. The father stood up to show him that it's possible. If it's possible, I can stand, which was an impossibility, you can do it. What we haven't mentioned is packaging. The man came in as a football player, was able to cause a revival in the school. So he ministered, but he also achieved the same. So, like Prof will say, package in all kinds of form. A coach, now I'm becoming a minister of God. Thank you.
That's wonderful. We will. Okay, we should be rounding up. There's so much to say. Go ahead, let her speak.
I learned that everything we do, even with our personal jobs, our career, is all about God. Whether we fail or we succeed, if we see it like we are doing it for God, we'll still.
There's a statement you're missing. You know, that is like what we say. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, he will hear from heaven. That's not true. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, he will hear from heaven. We skip that and we say, there's something he said. Say it. Repeat that statement. Don't be afraid. Repeat it. Repeat what you said.
Okay, I said, when everything we do, when we recognize that we are doing it for
he
God.
said you give it your best.
You give it your best.
Whether you win or
you
lose.
Okay, give it your best.
You give God the glory. But first, you give it all of you. That's the area we don't do. You must put all of you inside. And when you finish, you say, God, I've done it. Not your best even. Put everything that is able to be shown in you. Okay. Yes. 1 and 2. Pastor.
Sorry, I also want to say that we see situations where the coach wife was standing in gap for him. He never said anything negative, even though she knew the husband's weakness. But the word of faith he was speaking into the man's life gave him the zeal to forge ahead. David's father was standing in gap, even the man, the preacher. So if we can dare to stand in gap, it will get, it will go a long way in helping.
Wonderful. Family. Let's end with family. We've said so much. Let's end with family. What family lessons did we learn there?
From the family lessons, the wife played a very vital role. She was a silent believer. Yes. Even when things are wrong, things were wrong. She said to the husband, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sometimes if I read a book and the man said something that if you marry a good wife, you'll be successful. But if you don't marry a good wife, no matter how far you can run, no matter how far or how good you think you are, you will not go too far.
If you don't marry a good wife,
yes.
Try. Anyone you marry, try and make her good. It will work for you.
But the good wife is better off.
It will work for you. Raise her. Try.